So I met a girl a few months ago, and you know, when you meet people for the first time, you have no preconceived conceptions about them. You're really open to them, you receive them properly, just like a normal human being would. But after some time, since the both of us had proximity, let me first say this person I'm talking about, I should be at least 5 years older than her. And we had proximity in a lot of events, and we began to mix up, we began to talk to each other, we began to begin to form a relationship, right? However, this person whom I had been very warm to at the beginning, at some point in my life I had begun to repel. So I decided to sit down and look, Agnes, why are you behaving this way towards this person? And I realized something. She was actually very disrespectful, and she had no sense of honor. What is honor? I'm going to put it on the screen so that people can see it. Honor is when you have great esteem for someone, or you respect someone highly, you highly respect someone. Whether the person is your age mate, whether the person is below you in age, above you in age, there is honor that is accorded to everybody in society, just because that person is a human. But when you see that someone is actually not your mate, I would like you to go and check what the meaning of what a mate is. Check it out. If you know someone is not your mate, then don't treat the person as if the person is your age mate. Do you understand? Like, you know how when you give someone a hand, or you say someone should bring spoon, you invite the person, come and eat, or let's eat together, and then instead of the person to bring a spoon, the person goes, they go to their kitchen or their box to go and bring a very big basin to come and join you in eating the food that you said that you want to eat or you want to share with them. It just shows that you have no form of respect. Basically, it shows that you have a character flaw and you're not aware of it. Just like in the Bible, I'm going to bring in Vashti and Esther into this. The problem that Vashti had was a problem of dishonor. She didn't know how to respect people. She didn't know how to give honor to people, and that is so bad. When somebody tells you good morning, when somebody tells you good morning, I'm just going to tell you ways in which you may come off as someone who is disrespectful. Maybe you don't really know, or you're doing it unintentionally, or maybe you had a bad upbringing. You had a bad upbringing and nobody taught you. But if nobody taught you, it is not my fault that nobody taught you how to behave. And it is not your fault as well. But now that you are at the stage whereby you can be held accountable for your actions, what do? You begin to correct those character flaws. When I was a child, I was that child who, when I'm walking on the streets, we lived in a kind of place where everybody in Nigeria, you know how everyone knows everybody. There is this sense of community in a place wherever you find yourself. So when in my street, everybody knew me as that girl that when she's greeting you, like she's genuflecting, her legs are always to the ground. And that was before I was even 9 years old. Maybe because of the way my parents brought me up, and because of that, whenever people see me, they're just because of that, they're already warm towards you. They want to be like, fine girl, how you did, all those kind of things, blah 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 blah. You get? But when you see a child that is very stubborn, you will see the elders knocking that child on the head. Don't tell me it is Generation Z or Generation Alpha or whatever generation. No. See, we are meant to be Generation Christ. Do you understand? Don't conform to anything that's... Don't conform to the norms of society. Don't be disrespectful. Have a filter for your words. Don't have a filter for your words. Know how to talk to people. Know how to communicate. Know how to really express your thoughts, especially when you are in social settings. When you're in social settings, you may not know it, but everybody is looking at you, and everybody is looking and nobody is looking. Do you get? I'm not saying you should just have it or be so conscious that people are looking at me, so I cannot be myself, I cannot be my true self. And that is why your true self should be should be of good behavior, should be of good conduct, so that when you go out, you're in public, you don't find yourself talking anyhow and people are just looking and wondering, and somebody has to tell you, hey Ace, calm down. Like, honestly, I feel like people should be more self-aware. It is a problem, especially when someone actually tells you, the person comes to meet you and says, do you know that you have a bad character? You should be so grateful, because not everybody will have the courage to walk up to you to come and tell you that, see, your character is distasteful. Your character makes people repel away from you. You may have a fine face. You may have charm. Yeah. You may have charm, but when people come close to you and they see that your character is somehow, it's certainly going to be a repeller. Let's talk about dishonor amongst your mates. Maybe for instance, someone greets you and the person says good morning. You say good morning back to the person. But when somebody says good morning to you, and then you return with hi, how far? I don't know, but I really don't know. Or this person is actually your senior. I'm going to emphasize on this senior part. Not in a form of a domineering way. No, that's not what I'm saying. But in a form of you just respect this person, that this person actually seniors you. Is older than you, is your elder. Yeah. And you want to send a message, you start your message with sup. Make it make sense. How do you send a message to somebody and you start with SXUP and you know that this person is actually your senior, or you meet them in a social gathering and then you're patting their head, like the middle of their head, you use your hand to pat. I don't know. See, to my Nigerian audience, this one is to my Nigerian audience, this particular video, because I don't know about people in the Western world and how they actually react to this. But in Nigeria, where I come from, you don't do that. You don't do that. In fact, when your elder is raising their hand for you to shake them, you bend. Like, it's not necessarily a form of, it's just bringing, it's helping your heart. It's helping your heart. Isn't it that I put a video out recently on honor? I would recommend it for you guys to go and watch. Go and watch that video. Learn to honor people. It doesn't take anything away from you. If someone says good morning to you, say it back. Like, it doesn't remove a strand of hair from your body. It doesn't. Don't be so high-minded and so proud that you repel God's blessings. I know that we are praying for divine favor every Sunday. You go to church, your pastor is declaring, I call for divine favor upon you, divine acceleration. But the person who is going to favor you, you're being so disrespectful, you're being so distasteful. When I first came to Russia, I was in a room with two seniors. I was in a 3-seater room in the hostel. And these two people I was staying with, they were in 6th year, I was in 1st year. So, but to be honest, I know that God has actually, not like I'm trying to blow my trumpet, but God has actually been working on me, and I was very, very respectful towards these girls. By the time that they were leaving, if you see the boxes of clothes in Russia, you know how clothes are expensive, not just anyhow clothes. These are not 2,000 naira clothes or 200 rubles clothes. Clothes that cost at least 3k, at least 4,000 rubles. Do the conversion. Right now, 4,000 rubles is like 40,000 naira or more, or maybe 60,000 naira. But just because you honored people so well, they want to favor you. When you lack honor in your life is going to be from disfavor to disfavor. Nobody is going to want to favor a person who does not have character. In other words, as you watch this video, if you have been told before that your character is distasteful, make amends. Watch it, like really, really watch it and curb it. There is no character flaw that cannot be repaired. So far as you're willing and you're willing to actually work on yourself, do you understand? Don't be little Miss Disrespectful, little Miss Vashti. Therefore, in summary, note that bad character is the repeller of the blessing, and the blessing of God comes from man to man. When you have bad character, there is a break in the link of transmission of the blessing of God. Share this video with somebody. Guys, share the video, share it with somebody, and tell me in the comment section how do you deal with someone who is really disrespectful. If you enjoyed this video and you watched up until this point, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a video. I'm going to be posting more frequently in these times. And until my next video, I love you guys, I miss you, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.